So, welcome everyone. I'm here with Jenna Burton, and we're going to talk about adaptive information and ways to help clients support the development of it. So, welcome, Jenna. Do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. My name is Jenna Burton. I am a EMDR approved consultant and facilitator in Orlando, Florida. I work primarily with psychosis, schizophrenia, autoimmune disorders, and religious trauma from an attachment perspective. So, one of the things that people come to me is they've got a lot of complex trauma. And I've been doing this virtually for about 10 years now. And I find that EMDR online is really, really, really effective for these populations. So I'm hoping that more people also will consider doing it virtually.
So, you were doing EMDR online before all of us were forced to.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, because of the client population. If somebody's in a flare, if somebody is having paranoid thoughts, they're not driving
Right.
to the office. So I had to pivot early on to meet them where
Yeah.
they are.
Okay. Good. So, related to adaptive information and helping clients build it, because it sounds like you work with people that have pretty significant issues going on, some of which may be um, not having a ton of adaptive information or not having a ton that's accessible. So how do you think about that or how do you do that?
Well, the first thing I do is educate people on adaptive information. For clients, I basically just say, it's the good stuff we know. Or sometimes it's the good stuff that we may not know that other people know and feel a little frustrated that, well, but why don't I know that? You just didn't maybe get that education when you were growing up. So in basic training, I was initially taught to talk about train tracks, like we're laying the train tracks. I live in Florida. We don't really have trains or public transportation. So, one of the metaphors that I really like using that most clients really kind of pick up on and connect with is talking about we've got these two neural networks. We've got the negative neural network, the positive neural network. Most of the negative neural networks are really, really well built up. And I talk to them that this is kind of like a bullet train. You go from A to B, it's real quick, there's no stops, it's super fast. And then we've got that positive neural network. And usually I'll ask them, oh, so what's the busiest highway in your area? So for me, it's I-4. So it's like, okay, so imagine you're on I-4 at 5 o'clock and there's construction. Nobody's moving, nobody's getting on, nobody's getting off. It's stuck. So as we begin to pull on that adaptive information, a car goes a little bit forward, and another car, which is something that you may already know that's been stuck, is able to go on as some of that trauma and the negative stuff starts to leave. So then you begin to get that little bit of movement and the highway begins to clear up.
Excellent. Good. Good. What else? What else kind of related to that? How does that look in sessions? So that's a super helpful metaphor for what we're doing and what healing looks like from a, top level metaphorical view. What's that look like practically in sessions?
What that looks like practically is quick resourcing when the client comes in. Generally, my phrase is, what do I need to know? Kind of containing them, I say bullet points, what are the things that
Yeah.
really kind of stuck out to you? And then asking them what went well. Very often, this is a question that they have to stop and think, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And may give them a couple clues. Well, was there's something that you did at work that you felt good about? Was there an interaction with your partner, with your child that you felt good about? And then we'll do some very quick resourcing. So my thought is if you want to help me kind of demonstrate that, what that would look like
Sure.
with a client.
Excellent. No, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's
So
do it.
Thomas, thinking about this past week, is there something that went well for you? Something that you were proud of, something that like, oh, maybe I normally kind of have a big reaction and I didn't, or something you're just like, this just felt good.
Yeah. I think probably with my nephew,
Okay.
I think I handled some things better than I might have otherwise, or that I have even last week or the week before. There were some things that I was able to be present for him with that he needed. Yeah.
So I am virtual. I've been virtual, and I find that most of my
Hmm.
clients are doing tapping like this
Yeah.
works best.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you can just see if that works for you, back and
Yeah.
forth, slow. Okay, so I'm gonna pause. And
Yeah.
so now I want you to just take a moment and think about that interaction with your nephew. As you think about it, like emotion comes up.
I think I'm mostly noticing what's not there. So I'm noticing that I'm not angry, I'm not upset, I'm not overwhelmed, I'm not those things. Yeah.
Fantastic. So is there more of a connective
Yeah.
emotion that you feel?
Yeah. It feels quiet.
Feels quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're comfortable, just kind of take a moment and just notice, is
Yeah.
there a body sensation? Where are you feeling that in your body?
Probably here. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you're comfortable, again, you keep your eyes open or
Yeah.
closed, choice. Just kind of think about that interaction,
Yeah.
that positive quiet, kind of that sensation. And you're just going to just slow tap back and forth. And pause and just what's coming up.
Yeah. No, it feels good.
That's what we like. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good.
this is helping you connect. This is an emotion. This is the body sensation. And we're helping to move one of those cars just a little
Yeah.
bit forward.
Yeah. Good. No, I love it. It's just it seems like it's a way to highlight good stuff, the positive stuff, because the client may be connected pretty soon to some stuff that may not feel very pleasant for a while. So they may be stuck in traffic again for a little while again. So just, starting with a little bit of movement and yeah, I like it. I like it. Bringing stuff into the room, bringing energy into the room.
Those, and I will say this is especially my teen clients.
Yeah.
What went well this week? Nothing. Everything sucked. It was terrible. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm super proud of you for showing up this week. You had a choice. You could come, not
Yeah.
come. So can you just take a moment and just notice that you had the choice and you made the choice to come? And they'll have them tap that in.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Good.
So that's just the way that I
Yeah.
just like to just introduce a very quick resourcing. And this I find is a very gentle way to introduce EMDR to a client if they're worried about reprocessing or if they have like, you hear like, oh, I did EMDR and it was a terrible, horrible experience. Okay, well, we're gonna do a little bit to help you kind of calm down and just feel good while we build up those positive neural
Excellent.
networks.
No, excellent. And I love the idea that part of what we're doing is we're kind of growing what's already there, which when you're working with people with complex trauma, we have to hunt sometimes to find stuff that's there. But yeah, asking them to sit with it at the beginning of sessions, lovely. Good. Yeah.
So
Go
let's
ahead.
keep from doing this at the end of it as well. Oh,
Yeah.
you home place, the container. Okay. And we just kind of asked, was there anything, that stood out for you that was, good? Okay. Just that little quick resource at the end can be helpful
Yeah.
as
Yeah. I wonder if you might do that even in a difficult session. You know what I
I
mean? Like,
especially do that in a
yeah.
difficult
Yeah,
session.
because a client might say, well, it didn't kill me, or
Yeah.
I kind of got through it or whatever.
Right.
So
Or
even that,
another
yeah,
easy pivot is after you've closed it down, because people are like, oh, I'm worried about opening up anything again. Then I may ask them, all right, so as you kind of think about this upcoming week, is there anything that you're going to do for yourself? Is there anything that's going to
good.
be fun? And that I may resource to keep it separate since the memory is already contained.
Yeah, good. Excellent. Good. Is there anything else you'd like people to know about this, about what we've been talking about?
I think just go ahead and use it, build on your client's strengths. It's a real easy way. A lot of people kind of talk about, oh, we've got these internal and external resources, and this is just a way to kind of pull it together in a very easy, calm manner for clients to get ready to do the work.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having
And
me.
is there a way that people can, if you do consultation groups, is there a way for people to reach out to you if they would like to?
Absolutely. My website is Mindful Hearts Institute, or if you would like to email me, it's J Burton, LMHC, as in licensed mental health counselor, J Burton, LMHC at gmail.com. And happy to chat with anyone.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks a lot.